make sure our chicken is flavorful and juicy, and it will also make sure our chicken looks beautiful with the rich soy color. Look at the caramel-like color the chicken has attained. Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're roasting a chicken with some amazing Thai condiments. So there are various versions of roasted chicken, as we know. For example, South Asia and Central Asia have tandoori chicken and Afghani chicken. I do have a video of tandoori chicken. You guys have to check it out. It's finger licking good. And then there's French style roast chicken. I always somehow end up using Julia Child's recipe to make this. It's super yum. But today we are doing a roasted chicken with some Thai condiments such as lemongrass and cilantro roots and a lot of Thai sauces. So let's get the bird ready first. This step is important. I have washed the chicken and now I'm pat drying it. I'm placing a double layer kitchen towel underneath because I do not want the chicken to slip away when I'm preparing it. Cut off any excess fat. Excess fat hanging from the bird will lead to a lot of oil accumulation on our baking tray, and we don't want that. Cut off excess fat wherever you see. I'm placing the chicken breast side down. Now using a scissor, I'm going to butterfly the chicken. My scissors are going along the spine of the bird. Maneuver the scissors a bit wherever you feel the hurdle. This process looks complicated, but it's actually not. We all have a pair of kitchen scissors in our kitchen, and if I can do this, you guys can do it too. I'm not discarding the spine. I will be preparing some chicken stock with this and store it in the freezer. Clean your chicken from inside. It's no time to feel squeamish. You can wear a pair of gloves, but I feel connected to my food this way. You can see why this is called butterflying the chicken. We have made incisions along the joints to open up the bird so that everything cooks uniformly. Okay, let's set the chicken aside, and I'll be washing my hands thoroughly and then preparing the sauce for the marinade. First, I'm preparing the lemongrass by discarding the outer layers of the stalk and the hard ends. We want the soft and aromatic inner part of the lemongrass. Please don't throw away the upper stalks of the lemongrass. You can definitely preserve them by storing them in the freezer and later use them for soups and cooked sauces like I've done in my Thai son-in-law eggs recipe. I'm transferring the chopped lemongrass to the mortar. Similarly, I'll be transferring all the roots and spices to the mortar after roughly chopping them. Next, some galangal, very easily available in Asian grocery stores. Galangal is distinct from ginger and has this amazing peppery and brighter citrus note. I hope I've explained this well. We are using some garlic, actually loads of garlic. You have to be generous with the garlic, guys. It's such an essential part of the flavor mixture we are creating here. Next, some whole peppercorns. We all know whole peppercorns are much more flavorful than the ground peppers from a spice jar. Pound everything well. Roughly chopping the condiments just helps pestling better. You can also use your electric blender if you do not have a mortar and pestle. Last but not the least, I'm adding the cilantro roots. If you do not have the roots, use the cilantro sprigs. I always store the cilantro roots in the freezer, and that is what I'm using today. The aromatic rub for the chicken is ready, and I'm transferring the ground aromatics to the baking tray. So my baking pan is heat resistant and is built to endure heat. You can use a large cast iron skillet or whatever regular baking pan you have. I'm saving some of the condiments for basting the chicken later. Our marinade is not completely ready. I'm adding some light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, which is slightly sweet. You can use Indonesian ketchup manis if you don't have dark soy sauce. I'm also using fish sauce. I cannot cook Thai food without fish sauce. I suggest you go light with the fish sauce first because both the soy sauces have salt. Then I'm adding some lime juice, palm sugar, and just a tiny bit of chili flakes. Mix everything well and don't forget to taste test before introducing the chicken to the sauce. Obviously, you'll not be able to taste this after adding the raw poultry. A good massage. I like to fill the pockets with the marinade. This will make the chicken breast juicy. Make sure to marinate every nook and corner of the chicken. I'm also rubbing the back of the chicken, which would not have been otherwise exposed. Therefore, butterflying the chicken is important. I'm tucking the chicken wings behind. And with this, I think the chicken is ready to roast. You can see the chicken isn't really swimming in the marinade we had prepared. This is just optimal. You can surely marinate the chicken and leave it in the chiller overnight, but I'm marinating it today and leaving it in the counter for 30 to 35 minutes. I've already preheated the oven to 380 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm covering the baking tray with an aluminum foil so that the chicken cooks very well in the steam that it will generate inside. And I purposely not lined the bottom of the baking tray with aluminum foil. While it's absolutely safe to be cooking with aluminum foil, but I'll be scooping out some of the sauce that will be accumulating in the bottom of the pan, and I don't want any aluminum flakes in the sauce. Chicken goes in for 35 minutes in the middle rack. After 35 minutes, this is what it looks like. The chicken is 80% cooked, but it looks slightly pale. Remember the marinade rub that we had saved earlier? I'm pouring just a drizzle of oil along with the juices the chicken has rendered after partial cooking. I'm mixing everything and basting the chicken. This will do two things. Make sure our chicken is flavorful and juicy, and it will also make sure our chicken looks beautiful with the rich soy color. This is already smelling so good, but I'll be patient. I'm putting back the chicken into the oven and letting it cook completely and develop some color. While the chicken is cooking, I'm going to prepare a spicy sauce to go with the chicken as a side. I'm not following any typical Thai recipe for the sauce. I'm just following my heart and taking inspiration from Thai condiments. I'm going to prepare the sauce. Here I've toasted some sticky rice and I'm pestling it. Ground toasted sticky rice has this amazing popcornish flavor, and I just love this. The consistency of sticky rice should be similar to that of sand. Transfer the ground sticky rice to a mixing bowl. Then I'm chopping some fresh cilantro. Finely chop the cilantro and add it to the sticky rice powder. Followed by red bird's eye chilies. To balance the heat from the chilies, I'm adding some palm sugar. Feel free to reuse brown sugar if you do not have palm sugar. But if you're into Asian food, I highly recommend getting palm sugar because it is such an essential part of cooking Southeast Asian food. Next, some generous amount of fresh lime juice, followed by the fish sauce. And finally, some chicken or beef stock. Mix everything well and set it aside. The sauce is done, but I'm going to add some of the juices that the chicken has been rendering in the pot and then add it later. It's going to be delicious. Okay, let's get the chicken out. After 30 minutes, this is what the chicken looks like. Look at the caramel-like color the chicken has attained. The sauce at the bottom of the pan has thickened, and like I just mentioned, we are going to use it for the side sauce we have prepared. I'll allow the chicken to cool and collect some of the sauces from the baking tray. I'm adding half of the chicken sauce to the sticky rice sauce. and reserving half. After a few minutes, the chicken has cooled. Guys, look at how easily the chicken thighs have carved out. Wow, this is just like butter. I'm slicing the chicken breast. Some of the bony chicken ribs I'm reserving for later. I'll use the carcass to make chicken soup, and the rest will be used for some glorious chicken sandwiches in the morning. I'm garnishing the chicken with some cilantro sprigs, and our spicy sauce is on the side. Also, I'm pouring some of the leftover remaining juices from the baking tray over the chicken pieces. Gosh, this smells divine. We are salivating here. Elmer and I are ready to eat. Guys, our apartment is right now full of roast chicken aroma.
I'm salivating. Oh, it's so tender to cut.
Just falling apart. Oh God.
Check it out, guys.
Blooms in your mouth. Literally blooms in your mouth, right?
It does.
I think the chicken is very balanced. It's sweet and savory and just a hint of pepper. So it's not very hot. What do you think?
The marinade for the chicken that you filled into the pockets.
Yeah.
That's made so much difference. And the sauce is just amazing.
Yeah, I think I'm very glad I didn't add extra garlic and extra shallots to the sauce. It just complements really well in a very fine way with the roast chicken. This is perfect Sunday roast. Absolutely. Or just any weekday roast. I just need any excuse to roast this. This is delicious.
I think this beats all the roast chicken recipes that I've had, hands down.
If you like this video, guys, give a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy cooking!